Hi there, Cancers. Welcome back to my channel, Zodiac Love Tarot. I'm Jennifer Winters, and this is your September 2020 Astrology Tarot reading. Now, if you're like most of us and you experienced that Uranus in retrograde in Taurus energy last month around the 15th, your world was probably turned upside down like many other people that I've spoken to and who've left comments. And it has really been a very chaotic time for people. Just cosmically, I can feel people not even having time for their friends or their family. So things have gotten really quiet, but also very stressful. So the good news is in the month of September, we have a lot of good positive energy, and those planets are going to shift, and they're really going to shift in the right direction with some really good energy. So I'm glad that you came to see this particular message. And if you want to hear this message, please type down below, I'm ready to hear this message. And also, I want to just let you know that I do personal readings, and if you reach out to me at askjenniferwinters@gmail.com, I will be able to facilitate one of those readings personally for you. Okay, so what are we talking about for the month of September, and why is it going to be so much better? Well, first we're starting off on September the 2nd with the full moon in Pisces, meaning that all the junk that happened in August, you're going to sit back and you're going to reflect on it. You're going to see, what did Uranus do? How did it make you stronger? Now you're going to move forward with this reflection of this Pisces reflection and the spirituality and also practicality, and you're really going to have heeded the messages that were from last month. So good or bad, they're going to help you grow. Now, one of the good things about this growth process is that Saturn and Uranus are going to have a lot of energy around your true node, because there's two aspects coming in. And that means that you're going to still kind of be out of your comfort zone, but it's going to help you to really resolve problems within yourself. There's going to be a lot of introspection. There's going to be a lot of problem solving, and where you felt like things that you just keep repeating over and over again, that's probably coming from your past life, from your south node, is you're going to start realizing it and saying, like, where can I get rid of these old patterns? And that's going to put you out of your comfort zone, but it's also going to help you grow. So this month of September is really about growing. So onward and upward, it's a direction, and it's a good direction. And then by September the 17th, you're going to have this new moon in Virgo going on. So there's a lot of moon activity in this month, and it says a time to give rather than to take. And what this really tells me is it's going to be give and take, and you're going to really take stock of how you can get your routine under control, whether it's using a new app on your phone or something, a new routine at work where you're really able to accomplish a lot. So you're going to see that you're going to be able to tackle a lot more this month, but it's going to be such a good positive direction. Now, because there's a lot of movement in this month, we have Saturn going direct, we have Jupiter going direct, we have Mars going in retrograde, meaning that conflicts and things like that are going to settle down. And with Jupiter going direct, you're going to have some prosperity and some luck that is supposed to happen on September the 12th, and then Saturn going direct on September the 29th. So a lot of really good straightforward energy that is really going to help you make some really good strides in your life. So for that, I picked out some cards in these, well, I picked out some decks, and then I'm going to use the cards from them to give you a story about the month of September. And I'm going to start off with the animal spirits, because you need a guide. You need an energy that guides you through this month, and it needs to be a positive energy, something that's really going to help you harness all of this good planetary energy, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is pick a spirit card for you, okay, Cancer? Let's just see. Now, it's really uncanny how this particular deck just is always spot on as to exactly what kind of energy you need, and it also just sort of sets the tone for the whole entire reading, because it's your spirit guide, and it's what leads you in a certain direction, and the energy that's following you or you're following. So let's find out what your spirit animal is for the month of September. And you would think, this set of cards, it's hokey or You know, it doesn't make sense, but it actually is so very accurate. It's insane. Okay, let's see. Okay. I can hear the wind outside, and I can feel the energy. It's definitely this one. Okay, so you got the skunk spirit, which is skunks are actually like very tenacious, very smart. Uh, they have this protection method around them, and it also says to know your worth. Okay, so it's an interesting card to get. It, knowing your worth, it sounds kind of funny, but what a skunk will do is when a predator comes up to them, they'll spray them, and they only have like, you know, six sprays in them, and then it takes them like a month to make some more spray. And so they have to be really careful about who they spray and when they spray, and they have to kind of know what is dangerous, what isn't dangerous, who they can trust, who they can't trust. So it's a lot of sort of decision making as to who they're going to spray, and it's, you know, a self defense mechanism. And so within that, when it says to know your worth, you really have this mechanism to protect your worth, to make sure that the decisions that you make have something to do with your personal achievements and your goals and the things that you set for yourself, your values. And if you know that your values are worthy, if you know that your goals are worthy, if you know these things, then you have to kind of defend against intruders that would tend to throw you off of your path or throw you out of your values or lead you in some sort of direction that you're not supposed to go in. So it all kind of ties together. And so I don't know, Cancer, if for the month of August you had things happen to you, especially around, you know, that Uranus retrograde, that made you feel sort of not confident in yourself. You're questioning your ability uh, to evaluate people. You're wondering, is what I'm feeling, is this sense of like, do I really know myself that well? Why can't I see what's coming at me? So it's so see how these cards are very very loaded. Okay, so that's the theme basically of the story that we're starting here. And next we're going to get more of the story. So every time I try to get a story that's more on the metaphysical side, I use the Rider Waite deck, and then I use the cosmic deck, the constellations. Ugh, can barely talk today. The constellations to tell me more of a cosmic sort of story. So let's just see from the Rider Waite. I picked 3 cards, and I know it's a little difficult to see them, but I will show them to you. And then I pick 3 of the celestial deck. So if you want a good story, Cancer, please type down below, give me a good story, because I want to hear a good story. And even sometimes when you don't hear such a good story, it reveals a problem. It reveals some sort of problem that you need to work on. And just knowing that helps you come closer to a solution. So you're still getting blessings and you're still getting good energy. It's just making you aware. Okay. So it's all a good story in the end. Okay. So I'm going to turn all of these over first, and then I'm going to tell you about them. Okay, interesting. You got all of your cards in reverse, which weirdly enough, the Geminis that are before you in the celestial deck also got all of their cards right side up. So this is going to be an upside down interpretation of everything. So you got the King of Wands upside down. You got the Hermit, which is the Virgo, upside down. You got the Prince of Swords upside down. And this is interesting too, because the Prince of Swords and the Hermit both came up for Gemini. Then you also have the High Priestess upside down. You have oh, that came up for Gemini too. you have the Four of Pentacles upside down and the Page of Swords upside down. So this is already kind of coming out to me because you have the Prince of Swords here and the Page of Swords here. So your celestial reading, your cosmic reading is telling you that you can't move forward here. You've got two swords, okay? And this is telling me that because they're in reverse, that you are not using communication well enough to cut to the truth. And that makes so much sense with that skunk card. Like you're not cutting to the truth. You feel like everything's sort of a cryptic or mysterious. Like, do I trust this person? Do I not trust this person? I can't really. I've lost sight of how I'm supposed to proceed. And it could be one person or it could be several people. It could be like an ongoing problem that you're having, just discerning between, what's the truth, and you can't seem to move forward, and it almost seems like you're new at this, but you're not. Like that's what's so bizarre, because you do have a lot of intuition, but as you can see, your high priestess is upside down. So something has made you second guess yourself and second guess your intuition. And it's also making you hold on to money here. It's making you fearful of letting go of things because you're super worried about it. And then also you have the Hermit upside down, so you kind of feel exposed as well, like you can't find a place to reflect or a place to regroup. Like you really need some sort of regrouping going on, and you feel like you can't have it. And then you have your King of Wands also upside down, meaning that you're not standing in your power. You're not manifesting what you want, and everything seems very difficult. I'm so sorry. And that could be just the energy that's rolling over from August, like what I was telling you, where people's worlds were turned upside down. And that's okay, because I feel you. I hear where you're at. I feel where you're at. And it's not comfortable, but again, we're going to move into that full moon in Pisces where you can reflect on all of this and you can start to feel better about all this. And it's really going to help you get stronger, because your true node is going to feel stronger. And then by the time you have this new moon in Virgo, you're going to be ready to reset. You're going to get your routine back on. You're going to get your health back to normal. You're going to get you're going to start having also too this sense of, because Virgos have the ability to I don't want to say judge people, but to evaluate people, because they are the sign that basically puts us all under a microscope. And so you're going to get some of that wisdom back that you were looking for, especially around September 17th. So with that, let's see what kind of energy. This is the last card I'm going to pick. What kind of energy do you need to get over this, or what's going on? So, if you want to type down below, give me good energy, help me get past this, or tell me what the story is. And if you still need further help too, please just don't hesitate to write to me at askjenniferwinters@gmail.com. I can do you a personal reading to really maybe help you get out of this situation. But first, let's just see what energy card and what does that mean for you? How are you going to move forward in this situation? Or explain to us the situation. Can you give us a blessing or solution or an explanation? So let's see what's going on. Okay, Cancer. Okay, feels really tough. Okay, so it's definitely this one. Okay, so you got the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, and it's the Archangel Gabriel. And this makes sense to me because gosh, this is so bizarre how this happens. But you have the pages here of swords, and when you have the mutable air sign, you have the mutable air, and then also the page of swords, which again, an air sign. And that has a lot to do with communication, and you've just kind of lost your voice, even if it's not the audible voice. It's like sort of your voice within, like when we're talking about the skunk, we're talking about your values, your goals, um, your defenses, all of that stuff is something that you need to communicate, if not even just communicating it internally to yourself, and then later outwardly. So whatever has taken, put its talons in you, it's really gripping you and it's making you second guess yourself, and it's silenced you. Just it silenced you inside, and then it's also silenced you uh, outwardly as well. So what I would say is you want to do, I have meditations. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're also on my channel. So if you want to really meditate on this and then activate your fifth chakra, and also have the Archangel Gabriel protect you and come over you and bless you and give you strength, give you courage, help you stick with your values, help you protect yourself, help you live a better life for yourself, help you find your voice, and then you're going to stand in your power again. You're going to have the King of Wands. You're going to stand in your power again. You're going to initiate again. You're going to have passion again. It's just something seems like it put your fire out, and now it needs to come back. So and you have this trumpet here, so you can get that voice out as loud as possible. Start from within, though. Start with the self-talk, with self-motivation, with encouraging yourself and reminding yourself of just like how in the past you were able to trust your own instincts, and now you can do that again. Okay, so that was interesting. Thank you so much, Cancer, for coming to my channel, and I really think that message is a blessing, and I hope you liked it. And if you still need some more help, like I said, please don't hesitate to write to me at askjenniferwinters at gmail.com, and I can probably give you a personal reading if you want. And yeah, so I think this is a good message. So just trust yourself. Trust yourself, okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.